So hello there. In today's video, we are going to learn. We are going to explore that string class in the Java, because till this point we are covered the topics of array, and I think this is the right time to also discuss all the method of string class and what is string in the Java. So how we can create the string in Java? So we have to just write string data type class name then equal to, and here in the double quote we can pass anything. Let's say zil, and here I have to print that answer, so I can do that system.out.println s, and you can see in the output we get zil as a output. But now let's see how internally Java is creating this object, because here if you remember, the string is a class in the Java. Let me open that class. Control, and how you can open in editor, you have to just make a cursor here, then click on click, and then right click on your mouse and you are here. Let me show you again. Head over your mouse here, click on control, and then just right click, and you can see our class is open here. So you can see that here our class string is one class. So why here we do not use like new string? So you can see that why we do not use this, because and basically we can use this, and here one new object will be created. And if I run it now, then you can see again my output is same. But what is the difference between writing this zil and above zil? What is difference? We will see. Like, let's just compare to s1 equal to s, and what equal to do equal to, if both are same, then it will return 0 if true, otherwise will return false. So here you can see that we have same string in our both strings s1 and s2, but our output will false. Why? Because here s is the one object, and here s1 is also the string object, but there is one concept come in memory. So basically in Java we have heap as our main memory for storing our most of our data, memory, and when we talk about that string, then we have another thing which calls string pool. So you can assume that in a big circle there is heap, and in that part we have some small part pool. So what this string pool will do, like in program you create string, like here I am create object, and if I am initialize that another variable is like the string name. So in the string pool, if that string is present, then our Java will simply point that s1 variable to that string, but it will not present, then it will create another string and point to that variable. And when you create the string object with the help of new keyword, then dedicated string will be created for our that variable. So s1 will point, like here let's say this is my string pool, and in string pool we have here heap is above memory, and here. So whenever I'm calling that zil with the help of new keyword, there one string will be created with the name of zil, new string, and my s will be point to that zil. But when I do simple as s1 equal to zil, then what will happen in string pool, if I have zil, then my s1 is simply pointing to that variable s1. So, and here this s is not in string pool, it is in heap. So you can see that this is the basic difference between how we can initialize our string, and till this point we do not discuss this, so this is right time to discuss. So in the brief you can remember that whenever you create that a new object with string, so one dedicated object will be created of string class for us, and whenever we do like this, whenever we do s1 equal to some string in the, you can see that in static program without created object, then if that string is present in string pool, our variable simply point to that variable. Otherwise, if it don't point to that string not present in string pool, then our new string will be created in the string pool. So if now I am writing like here string s2 equal to z, so what will happen now if I do s1 equal to s2, then you can see in the output. Okay, let me put that semicolon here, and you can see in the output, oh yep, we get true, because what will happen, first time zil is not present in string pool for this declaration. So our then another string name zil will be created in string pool, and our s1 is pointing to that string. And then if I am putting that s2 equal to s2 to zil, then there is not a new string will be created, rather than s2 will pointing to that same string of string pool. So yeah, this is a brief of string, how string are internally stored, and this is very useful thing for remembering, like we can also initialize thing with that and also by that. So this cover our first topic. So topic heading is how string are stored store in memory. Okay, and let me just change that to store. And now we are going to see what is actually the string is. So what is string actually? What is string? So I think this is a very basic question. String is a just array of characters. In previous video we also discussed that what is string. So if I am writing like string s, sorry for that, I am writing string s equal to 0 though. So internally one array of character will be created, and the first value of character is z, then another is e, then third one will be the e character, and last one will be l character. If we open that implementation, so you can here don't focus on that final, what is final, what is private. Our main motive is just to learn what are the string. We can do that in the string, how we can store internally string. So here you can see that when we are calling that constructor, so internally it is taking that character array, then it's process that next step. And in whole class you can see that we have character array only for working with string, and internally character array also represented by the int. So let me not show you the whole code because it will very confusing if you do not know what is who. So in the top you can assume that, and we all know that string is a character array only, because string is not dedicated data type which Java provides. String is a class, and in the class we stored the string of character with the help of string. So let me just create that array. I can also write z e and again e, and we write a. And here if I'm printing system.out.println, here if you remember int e, if I have this int array, then it will print the address of first element. But in the Java there is special functionality. If we are going to print our character array like this, so it will convert it into the string and then print the answer. So you can see that in the answer we get C. So this is one of the cool thing about no. And okay, so what is string we cover, what is how actually string store in the memory. So yeah, that's it for what is string. And string is a in brief, string is a array of characters. And we also see how we can initialize our string with the help of creating the string object, otherwise with the help of string pool. So let's just jump over to our third topic of covering the string. Different method of string class. Different method of string class. I will show you the basic method only, because rather and other method you can explore by your own. So let's just create our string saying s equal to abc. Okay, pause the video and think in the memory what will happen. I will give you 2 seconds. 2 1. Okay, so as we discussed in the starting of the video, in the string pool, ABC is not present, then our Java compiler or JVM will create one string with ABC, and our AS will point to that string ABC. Okay, so let me just show you how we can get any character of the string. So system dot out dot println s dot, the method is caret name, and here you have to just pass that 0 page index is. So here in the output we get a character, so you can see that we get a character. And now if I writing give me that second character, so it will return me C. Yep. And if I writing 3, then as you guess we get one exception. Exception name will be string index out of bound exception. As in the array we get array index out of bound exception, and in the string we will get a string index out of bound exception. So this is first method. So same, we are going to print whole string in the same array type, and len in the array for finding the length we have length variable, and here in the string we have length function. So if I open function, okay, so here it's just returning the value. Don't see right now because it will more confuse, and otherwise we will confuse more. So here I can write system dot out dot println, and I have to print that ith character. So our all character will be print like A, B, and C. So this is how you can iterate over the strings, and there are many methods in string will give you us. So let me just create the string, one string extra string temp for s dot substring. So substring is the method for use to get that. Okay, I'm not explain what is mutability till this point. Okay, so by default string is a mutable in the immutable in the Java. So what I'm saying, that what do we mean by immutable? So we cannot change that s value. So if you know, our array will be mutable because in the array we can, if my array has 5 elements, let's say, and if I'm changing that first value, then our whole array will be also changed. And in the string, if I am changing that, let's say I cannot change. If I am changing that first character to s, then that ABC will be present into the string pool as well. The another string with C character as first will be created, and my string now pointing to that variable. So you can see that internally our string will not change, but our reference will be changed. So you can say that this type of data type will call immutable. In brief, mutable are mutable are those type of data type which can be modified further, but immutable is that type of data type we cannot modify them. We just change the reference, and like we can feel that it is mutable, but internally they are not mutable. So yeah, so here if I'm creating another substring, then it will give me the another substring from that string. So here I have to just pass the starting index and then ending index. Let's just get that first 2 character, system dot out dot println, and it is 0 include and 2 exclude. So here let me just print you temp, then you will understand better. And here you can see that I am passing 2, but it will printing that A and B because true index will be not include. And here I am writing like I am writing 100, and what will output? Our output will be how many? Okay, we get what exception? We get also string index out of bound exception. So here maximum value we get has 3, and yep, you can see that output. And there is another method for this same. This is substring. Then we have, let's just see together what are different methods we get. So we have substring, then we have 2 lowercase. So lowercase, the name suggests our string will be converted into the lowercase. So we have to just local dot, we do not require that variable right now. So we just run it, and our string will be also, our string is in lowercase. So let's just make capital 1 C, then you can see in the output. Yes, you can get. And then same as lowercase, you have uppercase. 2 dot uppercase. Let's just go one by one. Then also I'm saying in this, okay, substring, if I writing z1, so by default it will get all the string after the first character. So you can see that we get B and then rest of character. So this is another updated version of string. Then we have, I discussed the lowercase. Let me just write so you do not confuse lowercase. Then we have uppercase. Uppercase I am not writing, you can do in your own. Then you can see uppercase. Then we have get byte function. What get byte will return? Let's just run and so see that error, so we will understand better. So get a, you can see that we get byte array. Why we get byte array? Because by default string are the keyboard alphabet only. In ASCII the length will be 256, and you can see that size of our byte will also be 256. So if I'm here, I have to just write byte. I also write int, not a problem. Okay, there is problem if I write int, so I cannot, I have to implicitly convert that every byte to int, but for simplicity not, just write byte. So if I run, and you can see that we get our array, and temp is the address of first value. So here we have only, let's just print first value. I'm not printing whole array. It will basically ASCII value of a, so ASCII of a will be 97. So this how we get the byte array. Then I'm doing control S. Let's just get that character array also. So write character, and there are one function string that provide that cat cats not that character array. Okay, let's just we have uppercase, which is here we have our method to character array, and here we get a, because our we get character array. And there is, I am not showing our rest of method. Let's just me show you that what are the main methods. So length, I can, you can suggest the length will return that length of our string. Then code point, if you interested, it will also return that ASCII value of that particular index only. So then we have compare to, okay, that is the main thing. We have to, let's see what is compare to. So till this point we will discuss all the basic method like to, lower to, something, and substring is the one of the main. And in the next video we also see there is another class in Java which provide mutability. The class name is string. In this video we are going to see that string buffer class. Or right now we have our fourth heading, compare. So let's just create two string s equal to dog, and string let's say this is my dog, it's D, and this is my cat name is cat. And if I'm printing, let me just print system.out.println D equal to C. Okay, just it by this opening. Let me just do 3 equal to, so this is basic comparator or equal to operator as we discussed in our further video. It will just first of all it will see it the both objects are pointing to the same variable, and then it will check character by character. So here both are not pointing to the same variable, so it will return false. But if I am writing dog here, then it will give me the false, again false. Okay, I am not writing dog, I am writing tag. So let's just run it. Okay, you can see that we get to the output. And now if I'm creating that new string object, then guess the output. But in the starting of video we see this first only, so false will be our output. But if we want to just compare by character by character, so there is one method name is equals, and here we have to pass the second string, and you can see that now we get true because there is no referencing check here, just string value by value will be checked. And let's say Let me think what we can do. And another method will be compare to. So let's just see what compare to give us. Compare to in equals to, it will give true or false. In the compare to, it will give 1, 0 and -1. It will, the name suggests it will compare. So both strings are same, then it will give 0. If my second string is big, like here I have H, and it will comparing by lexicography order. What is lexicography order? It will check the starting of first, second, third, fourth. In the here 3, 4, 5. So here it will check if 1 is equal to 2. No. So whichever one bigger. So 2 is bigger, then our second string will be lexicographer greater than first. Here if I have 1, here I have 2, here I have 4, and here I have 1. So again it will check if these two are same or not same. Okay, go to next. These two are same. Yes, same. Then go to third. Here you can see that in second string we have the bigger character 4 than 3. So our second string will be bigger and it will return -1. And if here I have 4, then again it will go to see, okay, both are same, then go to next. And here I have 4 and 1. Here my first string last character is greater than second string last character, it will return 1. So here H and G, H is greater than G, so here it will return -1. Let me run, and okay, you can see the output is -1 only. So here if I make this string bigger, no matter after what character are, if first character will be different and in both of them one of them will be bigger, then that string will be bigger in lexicography order. So you can see that in output we get 3. So it will also return that exact point how many difference are there. So yeah, but in the brief you can see that if it is compared to method is positive, then our first string, like first is f1, so f1 is greater than f2. If it's 0, then f1 equal to f2, and if it's negative, then f1 is less than f2. So this is basic check. So why it written here that 3? So let's just see. Basically, if let's say I have A, B, C, and here I have B, and then I have all the characters are same, so logically it will return 1. So it will return 1. If I have here, let's say I have here V, not V, visualization of V will be different. So here I have A, D, then we just written the difference of first character. So how many like in ASCII value of A is what? 97. ASCII of B will be what? 98. Same C what? 99. And D 100. So what is the difference between A and D? It is 3. So it will return that first character difference no matter after we what have. So this is about compare to method, equal to, and double equal to. So now okay, so we discussed most of things, and I think videos become more lengthy, but yeah, string is one of the main class and we have to learn how we can deal with strings. So in the let's just discuss on last part of this video. Be with me, let's just discuss string buffer. In the same way, in same string buffer we have to do 2bf. So let me just create object. So we have to create, if we want to create that class object, so we have to write name, then we have to name variable, then we have to type new keyword, and here I have to write string buffer. Here I can pass my string, I can pass my zil, and let me just run it for you. So somewhere we, okay, as it will be defined, so let's just name it E. Can guess it. Our program is running, I am not printing anything. Let's just print system.out.println, and you can just type get class for any object. If you want to get the class, so you have to just write that get class method. So here it will show that string, the main class, the base class is string, but with the help of string buffer we also our mutability will come into the picture. How? Let's see. So here, if I write in string e1 equal to, let's see again. So no matter, here I do not have any method to change that character at specific index. Like here I can get any character, I can do substring, create another string, but I cannot update even first character, so that I do not have to re-reference it for another string. But here in string buffer we can do that. You can just set at setchar, the setchar is method. Let's just put 0 index, let's just put a character. So, and if now I am treating that e, so what will happen? You can see our character will be updated. So it is immutability. It is, we can change that value and it is called mutable. So what are the different type of data type we learned till now? Integer, float, decimal, boolean. Then we learned array, in array integer, array boolean, array vice versa. So by default all the arrays are mutable. By default all the data types are mutable. We can see that if we have a equal to 2 and another a equal to 2, then it is mutable only. And then we have string is immutable. So we have to use if our program needs some specific changes in string in a couple of times, so rather than creating whole new string, we just update that string. So because of that, string buffer and another class will be string buffers. Main difference between the synchronization part, so we will discuss further, but there is different string buffer, because if you are learning this and if you are using in further, so synchronization is not come oftenly, because it will happen when two processes at the same time want to access our string buffer or string builder card. So in string buffer, that will be the one class has to wait, but in string builder, okay, just forget what I'm telling. There are another two class, string builder and string buffer. You can choose any of you as per your choice, but this is basically they are internally mutable. And here now we have many methods, like we can also reverse that string, and we can also delete particular character. Let me just delete third one character. So let's see our output, because it will first reverse it and then it will return third character. So this is our 0th, first, second, third, so z will be removed. Then if you want to append something, so we have append method here. So here we can pass any character like f, and at the end we get LEEF, leaf. Okay, so these are the different methods you can explore, but these are the main, and one of the main difference you have to remember, string is immutable and string buffer is mutable. So thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next video. We are going to learn array list, because in the past, before this video we cover array, and in the array, if you remember that we are changing that array size dynamically in our program. Here you can see that we change that variable array size. So there is another class in Java with the class name is array list, and it is basically the list interface part of the collection framework part. But we will discuss in brief what is array list, so that in if you do coding, then it will not headache for you to change your array size manually. In Java, Java will also provide, and we will see internal implementation, not right now, we will see in collection framework, but right now we see what are the use cases of array list in the next video. So thank you for watching this video, and okay, thank you, and we will catch up in the next video. So bye, till then, happy coding.